We have Cole Moslin next. And it's kind of unusual. This year we've had one of our volleyball girls, Haley Roberts, signed at Oregon, which was the #2 team in volleyball, I think, nationally. And then we have Cole now, who's going to go and play for the defending 2-time national champ, Alabama Crimson Tide. Here's Coach Bills again.
Roll Tide.
All right, hey, man, it's a special feeling when you get to be around guys. It really is. But Cole Mazza is going into a situation where he's going to be playing for the 2-time national champions. His first game, he'll be snapping in Atlanta. And I think we're playing Georgia Tech, right? Is that correct? Virginia Tech? Okay. He's going to snap the first game because both their long snappers graduated. Okay. Cole, I'm going to talk a lot about him, but you got to understand, he is the only long snapper in the history of Nick Saban's coaching career to be offered a full scholarship out of high school. Okay, he usually goes and either has a walk-on or he gets a junior college transfer that they might scholarship or maybe not. So this guy right here is at the top of his game. Coach, help me out with Coach came out here. I'm just drawing a blank.
Williams.
Coach Williams, Bobby Williams.
Yeah, Bobby Williams.
Yeah, Coach Bobby Williams spent about 2 hours with me one day. It was awesome. Just kind of get interaction with him and see where he was at. And, you know, he told me some things about Cole because there's a couple different times Cole went back on his own to Alabama because down deep in his heart, even though he'd been to Oregon and he'd been to some other places, I knew he kind of wanted to be with the Tide. And anyway, he went back there and kind of marketed himself. Well, when Coach Bobby Williams came in and he was sharing some details with me, I already knew Cole was great, okay? Because it's proof. He's the #1 rated snapper in the nation. His times are incredible. They're NFL-ish, okay? And the thing is Bobby Williams told me, hey, we got an NFL punter that, you know, was at the camp that Cole's at. And he's working with the punters because he used to go to Alabama. And then he goes to Bobby Williams. He's like, Coach Williams, this guy's good, man. We got to offer him a scholarship. Heck, he's better than the guy that's snapping to me in the NFL right now. Okay? So that's how good this guy is. He's unbelievable in the classroom. His grade point level, I know it's 4 point at the end of this first semester. He's just a guy that has focused on what he can do, and he has made it better and better and better. And he's going to be like that because he doesn't think for a second that, hey, I'm on top right now. Okay? I got to keep improving and working on the little things I don't do well to be the best. And that's his goal, is to go be the best doggone snapper at Alabama, get his education, and play in the National Football League. Now, I'm going to talk about him as a football player too, because sometimes when they get to that next level, they think, okay, well, we're just getting a long snapper. That's all he does is he snaps the ball, and he's the slow guy that runs down the field. Okay? Well, I'm just telling you something right now. This guy is a heck of an athlete. Even though he only played football in high school, you played 1 year of basketball, didn't you?
No, I played freshman.
You shoot, yeah, your freshman year, right? Well, anyway, this guy can shoot basketball a little bit. And when I was telling Coach Williams, I go, yeah, he's a pretty good athlete too. You should see him out past the 3-point line. He's nothing but net. I mean, he does a lot as an athlete, but he solidified our team on the line of scrimmage. He played for us for 3 years, started for us for 2 years. Okay? Not only he's third team all state this year as a lineman, not just as a long snapper, as a lineman. And man, talk about ultimate sacrifice for the team. Broken hand, has one hand. Played against Central. Okay? Played his guts out against Central. Left it all on the field. After I watched that game on tape, I'm like thinking to myself, man, maybe I should have had him play left tackle. Because you always go, woulda, shoulda, coulda, and usually your left tackle is your best guy. You know, he protects the quarterback. Okay? Hey, he can be our focus point. But he gave us so much leadership at the center position, I didn't want to move him from there. But just being a guy that wants to compete, treat people the right way, I mean, hey, he's going to be successful in the future. He's already been successful, but man, I'm so looking forward to going to watch the LSU Tigers get beat by the Crimson Tide next fall. Because it's going to be unbelievable. And hopefully that LSU team, or excuse me, hopefully that Alabama team will take care of business because Next year's BCS National Championship game is in the Rose Bowl.
Oh.
And you know what? Wouldn't that be something to see a guy from Liberty High School not only snapping at Alabama, but possibly in the national championship game in years to come? Couldn't be more proud of him. His characteristic, his work ethic. They always ask me. They ask me this about Corbin. Hey, you got a player, Coach? Yeah, I got a player. Then they go, well, what's his grades? Because there's some guys that are in here right now. You need to know, without your grades, that's when it ends. But the very next thing they ask me after the grades, they go, what kind of character does he have? Well, these two guys that are up here have character second to none because they want to be the best they can be, but they still promote the team and the program. Congratulations.
I want to thank everybody for coming out here. You know, it means a lot to me. I have all my friends and family and everybody out here, my coaches. First of all, I thank God for this, just blessing me day in and day out. You know, from the beginning when I first started, you know, grinding every day and just trying to get through all the, you know, tough times me and my dad had. Our relationship got a little shaky because sometimes we got out there fighting, but other than that, you know, made us who we are today, and that's why I am where I am. I'd like to thank the administration, you know, Mr. Davis, for doing all this for us. Coach Mills, definitely Coach Mills. You know, you helped me through so much. 3 years been with you. I appreciate everything, our friendship, our bond. I can't wait to have you out and watch my games this year. Coach McMahon, you know, came here for 1 year, but man, that's a blessing leaving Frontier for here. You know, I would never found you, and that's how I found Chris Rubio, and that's how I got to where I am today. And without these important people in my life, you know, I would not be here today. I would just be one of the people in this audience right now, and it's just a blessing to have. My family, you know, I would not be here without all the people in front here. My grandpa and my family has put me through everything. They pay for everything, all the camps, all the trips. Financially, emotionally, they're just probably the best people in this world to me. And I love them. I'll do anything for them. My dad's my hero. You know, got me to where I am today. I lived through my dad. He's raised me to be a young man. That's something that's more important than any scholarship can give you, is, you know, growing up to be a man. And that's something I love my dad for. And, you know, my grandfather, my mom, you know, they raised me right, and I love them for that. Other than that, I just want to thank you guys for coming out here, especially my friends who, you know, got me this far, who, you know, pushed me through here, you know, encouraged me even when I wanted to give up at the best times, you know. All my friends, you know, I love you guys to death, and I hope, you know, our friendship stays the same even though I'm gone 2,000 miles away, and I love you guys. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, at this time, Cole will sign his letter of intent at Alabama University. Appreciate everyone coming today. Thank you.